child that is on the spectrum.
Right. So Maceo is on the autism spectrum. He's neurodiverse as opposed to being neurotypical. So when he was about maybe 2.5, maybe 2, we started noticing that there were some delays in his speech, and he wasn't saying things that, you know, kids his age. There were certain milestones that we didn't necessarily feel like he was hitting. Right? He wasn't able to point yet. He wasn't able to say some of the things that some of his peers were saying. Now, mind you, all of this is also during COVID, right? So Mace he was never in daycare, because at the time I was working in radio and I was at home during the day. So he would be at home with me during the day, and his mom would come home pre-COVID. His mom would come home and we would just kind of basically trade off. So he wasn't around a lot of other kids. So we were kind of like, all right, well, he ain't really around other kids. Like, you know, maybe not. So we talked to his pediatrician, and he got diagnosed. Well, no, we talked to his pediatrician, and Wake County has a program where they'll come out and do like an assessment. So they did the assessment on him. I want to say he was 2, maybe 2.5. I can't remember. They came out, they did the assessment on him, and his speech was delayed. I can't remember the numbers, but his receptive and his expressive communication were both delayed, like a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we were like, oh, okay, cool. All right. But again, he's not in daycare. So he's not, like, these tests are made up for kids who are having, you know, certain amounts of interaction with other kids. So once he turned 3, during COVID, we had a virtual assessment done. And in that virtual assessment, they told us, they told us that he was on the autism spectrum.